Tremendous day of selling here, day 2 of the Inglis Premier Yearling sale at Oaklands Junction. A big thanks to Blue Blood Thoroughbreds for sponsoring our review show. It's time to go through all of the statistics from the first 2 days of selling, but also our top lots of day 2 as I welcome in Brent Zarafa, who's been a wonderful co-host today, along with Harry Bailey from the Bloodstock team. Harry, you would be absolutely delighted with how today unfolded.
Yeah, it's gone brilliantly. Very strong. Depth, huge depth through the buying bench. I mean, some unbelievable horses. I mean, in terms of the stats, which we're going to touch on, they're pretty outstanding. We've already surpassed the whole of 2025 in terms of turnovers. So to do that in 2 days and still got another day to go, we're over the moon.
Yeah, ticked over 60 million gross, which is, you know, big time up on last year of around that sort of, was it 50 to 53 million mark. So I can imagine there's plenty of happy vendors out there.
Yeah, very much so. And we've worked very hard to get a good buying bench here. And we spent a lot of time in Asia recently. James and Nick have spent a lot of time up there. And their work is clearly being rewarded because we had a huge amount of Asian participants here. And yeah, they found some very, very nice horses. Let's
get into the day 2 stats brought to you by Inglis Rural Property. We appreciate the support. So 297 catalogue at a clearance rate of 76%. And today's gross alone, a smidge over 29 million.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic. Obviously, just shy of yesterday's 32, I think it was. But yeah, very, very healthy across the board. I mean, obviously, the top lot was fantastic, and there was huge demand on that. I mean, there would have been 4 or 5 different bidders. But yeah, overall, we were over the moon. And yeah, I don't think we could have asked for a better day, really.
It would have been just a bit nicer if it had a bit more sun, but I don't think that's going to make too much difference in what happened inside the ring. But like, the top lot didn't come from today, but a lot of those sort of next lots down were all sold in this later period this afternoon, which is great to see.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the overall stats as to how the sale has fared so far. Of course, we've got the showcase tomorrow. 78%, we expect that will climb overnight, but you mentioned the gross, which is a good few million over what it was for the entire sale in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, we're going fantastic. The average, I mean, obviously the average is 147 there. At the end of day 2 last year, it was just under 135,000. The median was 100,000 last year, just after the end of day 2. So, yeah, I mean, we're well up on last year. And, yeah, I mean, the gross and the clearance are 2 most important factors. And the gross is well up and the clearance is holding very, very strong at just under 80%. And we'll get that over 80% by tomorrow morning.
Top lots, starting with 499. We'll get back to the statistics in just a minute. 2 Darn Hot out of Bovino, selling to ex-Bloodstock for $750,000. The Kermadec filly there for Louis Lemaitre and Astute Bloodstock, $625,000. That was an outstanding result for Gilgai. The Extreme Choice Arias colt selling for $540,000. He was a beauty to my racehorse. And then a nice Hitotsu colt, the Written By filly, also presented by Gilgai. They had a wonderful day. And then Ole Kirk, She Shall Fly, bought by Bennett Racing, of course, raced the mare. As we dip into the 2 Darn Hot Bovino colt, he moved like a panther, this guy. He was just a cracking colt.
He oozed quality. I mean, you look at him in the pictures there, he's got the most stunning head on him. He's a lovely dark colour. He's more scopy than you typically see by 2 Darn Hot. And he suited so many criteria, whether it be obviously it was ended up being bought by Asians, but it was certainly suited the domestic buying bench as well. You know, he was just such a lovely quality horse.
Lot 419, the filly that was offered by Gilgai Farm, they had a big sort of 5 minutes with the filly previous going for 450,000, and then this Kermadec filly reaching 625,000 out of a good mare who was a top racehorse herself.
Yeah, absolutely, Brent. As you say, like, the mare was very, very fast for Maddie Raymond, and you know, this was a sharper type of Kermadec you typically see. I know the underbidder was gutted not to get her. He did his best. I mean, I think he nearly had a heart attack about 3 times over, but it was brilliant. It was great theatre. The sale went on for a long time, and she was a very lovely filly.
The Extreme Choice colt out of Arias was also a beautiful colt. I mean, greys are just standouts, and he attracted a huge amount of attention too. He will head to the yard of Michael Friedman.
Yeah, and great to have my racehorse on the buy sheet. So thank you to Ben. Obviously, Michael Friedman is no stranger to success with 2-year-old winners, top-class 2-year-old winners by Extreme Choice as well. Speaking to Ben afterwards, I understand there's a huge amount of interest in the horse already, so I know a lot of it's already been sold. So if you haven't bought in yet, do so ASAP.
Yeah, we'll launch him officially, I think, on the weekend. But yes, their interest levels already in a grey Extreme Choice colt, as we discussed with him, VZ, were high.
A good selling point there, no doubt, for a lot of people that'd be keen to get involved. So you'd assume it is going to be popular. And you were out and about, out on the grounds today, Emma, catching up with a number of people with your Roaming Emma segment.
Day 2 of selling here at Oaklands Junction is going splendidly. Everyone's got a tale, though, of the one that got away. The question for ringside dining today is, who are you underbidder on? I'm sure there's going to be some good yarns. Whether they're true or false, we'll probably never know. Very active at the sale, Team Corsons, as I sidle up and ask you, Troy, who were you underbidder on? Everyone's got a story to tell.
Might have been Black Caviar.
I feel like it's going to be a common answer here today.
No, that I actually was.
You actually were?
Yeah. 200 and Peter Carrick was buying her. And I remember standing right over there. Peter Moody was on that side of the thing, and I looked at Carrick and I said, that's probably enough for a Bella Spree filly. Probably the stupidest thing to ever come out of my mouth.
So, I mean, he's only been at the training caper with John O'Shea a while, but I wonder if young Tom Charlton has ever been underbidder on a superstar. You got one for me?
We underbid Jolly Star a couple of years ago, so that's probably in saying that she would have been popular, she cost about 900, I think. So
give yourself a rap. That's, don't talk yourself down.
I think you've got a better one around the corner here.
All right, that's a good little hook and a tease there. Calvin McAvoy, of course. Who were you underbidder on?
Frankel, Dubawi, Black Caviar, Winks, Animal. But do you know what? As soon as they are bought, I just put them at the back of my mind so I don't get emotional.
Oh, look at Damon Gabbarty in his Comme des Garçons shirt. Who are you underbidder on?
Winks.
What?
Hand on my heart, Peter Orton and I, Vivinery, were underbidder on Winks.
It's that sad tale of what could have been. I mean, you've found plenty in the past.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda made me famous.
You already are, and if you were any more, I wouldn't want to know you.
Thank you, Emma.
Oh, there's a couple with Mick under Farnan, Stay Inside. Seamus underbid Autumn Glow, so those ones hurt.
That is...
Plenty of slow ones too, I'm sure.
Oh, but that's what the answer should be. Nothing good, only the average ones, right?
Yeah, correct.
You, Mick, anything that you... The one that got away?
No, those two, not big enough balls, see?
Ooh, I might need a reset after that. Can always count on Mick Price, right? To provide the lols. Ooh, I wonder what's for lunch. And I wonder who's hungry. Henry Dwyer, Matt Laurie. Question today, boys, is who did you miss out on? Who didn't you have the gusto to buy as underbidder?
I've got no recollection of any of them because the worst thing you can do is chase your losses, and we don't like to do that.
That's true. What about you, Matt? Have you missed out on anything that you really love that's become quite prolific as a winner?
Back in the day, Sweet Idea I was a big fan of, and Moss Fun, but I was a bit too chicken to put the hand up back then, but yeah, they stand out.
You're much more polite. Mick Price used a different turn of phrase rather than chicken. Does that surprise you?
No, not at all.
Not at all. One of the best heads of hair in racing belongs to Simon Zara. Maybe he might have been underbidder on a champion. Were you?
Group 1 winner in Palantino.
Oh, that's a good one.
How weak am I? 65,000. No good.
There's inflation now, and the dollar's gone up. It's all good. It's all good.
All good. I've moved on.
I think that's the point of today's roaming, is that all of our industry participants who might have been the underbidder of a champion, some have moved on, but some can't. And maybe that's the mark of a man or a woman going forward. Not a time to reflect and reminisce. Right here at Inglis.
I punt with Ladbrokes because it's fast. Even faster than a race caller talks.
And it's Machacho coming around the outside with Little Lassie a length behind. Cheeseburger with spicy sauce on the side. Hold the onions, double the pickles. I'll get some large fries. May you live a long and happy life together.
Ladbrokes has levelled up so you can find, place and track bets with them faster than ever before.
Oh, you good thing, oh, you good thing. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Blue Blood Thoroughbreds are the multiple Group 1 winning racehorse syndication specialists. We offer the highest quality yearlings and 2-year-olds to those who want to experience the thrill and fun of racehorse ownership. The best trainers in the land prepare our horses, part of the recipe for our success, which has produced 41 group and listed wins and placings in the past 7 years. Fast horses, best trainers, Group 1 success, race with Blue Blood Thoroughbreds.
Once again, an amazing, huge sale for Gilgai Farm at Inglis. Premier Kelly, you support this sale solely, and again, you've been rewarded. This is the top lot for your draft, the Too Darn Hot. What a great result that was.
Certainly was, Gemma. We nice horse and a lot of money, so we're most grateful. Yeah, I couldn't see it was on the back wall. I think it was Nathan Bennett maybe, but I could certainly see the lady bidding on it.
And Kieran Maher as well were underbid.
Great. Kieran supported us. I think he got the other two that we sold, the big lots there, the 2 fillies. So yeah, Kieran's done well for us.
A beautiful, beautiful type, like a massive walk. This horse obviously would have been very popular in the inspections in the lead up to today.
Oh, certainly, yeah. We had people like. Ever since he's a foal, we've had people turning up trying to buy him, just wrapped him up for here, you know.
Sum up the sale for us so far for Gilgai. People have been saying in the interviews that have bought off you today that they can't go wrong buying off Rick Jamieson and yourself and the Broodmare Band and the matings that you do. It's a great compliment to see that borne out in the sale ring.
Oh, it's nice to hear that, Gemma, yeah. So, he tries his best to breed a nice horse. Obviously he's not worried who he breeds them to, and his main focus is just trying to breed a racehorse.
Yeah, you're top of the aggregates at the moment through $3.7 million. You love this sale and you support it every year.
Certainly do. I just cannot tell people enough that if they have a good horse, just lob it here. I mean, Ross Ferris is, he's been sort of, asking us questions for the last couple of years, and he's lobbed on. Him and Robbie Carlisle bring their best horse here, and they got top money. It's just a sale that people want to go shopping and they'll find good horses here.
And the market this year, again, really strong, and plenty of faces here during the week at inspections. And yesterday was so busy in that auditorium, it was hard to move.
Well, this sale just keeps going forward, It was the only sale at this time last year that went forward, and it's gone leaps and bounds again this year. It's the sale that everyone wants to come shopping for. But the results are there every year. There's a Group 1 winner coming out of the sale, so there's no doubt why they're coming here.
And I just want to ask you earlier, Louis Lemaitre from Astute Bloodstock bought 2 from you, and one of them was the Kermadec filly. She was spectacular.
Yeah, she's a gorgeous filly. Louis told me that they were the 2 best fillies in the sale, and I only see like a dozen fillies there, so I couldn't disagree with him. But he's one of the top judges in the industry, Louis, and he tells me they're both going to Kieran. So all ones and ups with those mares,
Makes it all worthwhile, all the hard work to get these type of sale ring results for clients and for Rick, and to see the people buying from you, that the names on that list.
100%, Gemma. And I want to thank James Price, because he found that new man there. He spent over $1 million with us on this sale. The Outland we got a few quid for, and that lad, and he's gone and found it. And that's the difference with selling with you guys. They're just finding new people every year, and the market expands, and it's all the hard work that these lads are putting into. But this year in particular, James has done a marvellous job.
Wonderful to hear. And tomorrow, Max Skillicorn. we hear him. He's got another one going through the ring. I think that's the most highly anticipated one tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it certainly is for him and his mother. Yeah, but there's one there for him, someone to buy. So we'll go again.
What lot number is that?
I think it's 803.
803. All right. We're very excited to see how that goes. Congratulations to you and the team. Wonderful day.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks, Jim. Good day.
Jem does a wonderful job. She's the busiest person, I think, on Complex, and a good interview there with Kelly Skillicorn, and looking forward to seeing what Max does tomorrow with his pinhook, a weanling he purchased for a small amount of money comparatively, and will be selling tomorrow as he did a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we hope for another good result. I mean, pinhook results what it's all about. So getting young guys involved in the game is great.
Trivia time, BZ.
Ooh.
You've been stewing on this all day.
Yes.
This was the question, Harry. The Inglis Premier Yearling sale has produced 35 Group 1 winning graduates since 2018. How many of those could have been purchased for $100,000 or less? Multiple choice, of course. We make it pretty easy for you here at Inglis. 17, 14, 12 or 10?
It seems like a trick question. I'm going to go with A, 17.
All right, Harry?
Interesting. I'll probably join you on that one.
Okay, I think I'm heading in the right direction.
I think you're right. Well
Yes.
done. It is 17, of course. It was only 16 about 10 days ago before Streisand went on to win a Blue Diamond Stakes for Clinton McDonald and all of his partners, and she cost right on the limit there.
Yes.
$100,000.
$100,000.
Yep.
Dollar more, she would have fell on the other side.
Thank you for joining us today.
It's been great fun.
And you, Harry?
Thank you for having me.
No worries. And a big thanks to Blue Blood Thoroughbreds as well for sponsoring our review show. We appreciate your support and all of our sponsors as well throughout the coverage and on our preview show. Speaking of which, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 ahead of day 3 of selling here at Oaklands Junction. For now, though, good night.